Here we have a new 2025 Toyota Tundra Crew Max. This one comes in the limited trim level in smoked mesquite. And then we have black Softex interior. Powertrain consists of that 3.4 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And that does give us 389 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. So as we come around to the front end here, LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and the LED fog lights. The lights don't dance like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But love the new front ends of the Sequoias and the Tundras. They just did a great job, in my opinion, Toyota did. Down here, these are gonna be 20-inch alloy wheels and just a nice sophisticated look to go with the limited trim. It just looks really good, especially with the chrome accents throughout. We get passive keyless entry on the front. And then one-touch up and down windows, all 4 doors, power door lock controls or window locks. We get power folding side mirrors. These do have blind spot monitors in them. And then our memory seat functions. I like the trim there. Bottle holders and a little storage in the door panel itself. Heated steering wheel toggle is here. Auto high beams, auto stop toggle, parking sensors, hood release, manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel. And then there's the power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. But I want to give a huge thanks to John Roberts Toyota here in Manchester, Tennessee for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so let's see how I fit sitting behind myself. And pretty good. Leg space is great. Even with the panoramic roof, headroom is good. And that's because the middle part, so you have the panoramic roof with the shade there, and then when you come back here, the roof line actually scoops back on the sides there, and then you have the reading lights in the back. So that was a nice design move, I think. Seat back pockets are both sides. Rear AC vents are integrated in the console there. USB-A, and then a USB-C charge port there. And then a 3-prong 120-volt 400-watt plug-in. Little storage back there. And there's a look at the front from back here. And our middle seat folds down. Bottle holders are right here. And then pretty sturdy hook here if you need to hang your uniform. And then child lock, unlock there. And if you pull this here, have a little bit of storage underneath the seat. Fuel cap, TRD exhaust. As we come around to the back end here, LED tail lamps, excuse me. And there's our tow hitch integrated. Power up-down tailgate. And then we also have our side step here if you want to access that. But spray-on bed liners included on this one. A 120-volt plug-in once again. And I just think they did a good job with the limited trim. Toyota has so many trims now, but the limited trim used to be like a step below platinum. But there's so many features that you can get with this without having to go up to a 1794, a platinum, capstone, all of that. But we're gonna come around the rear passenger side here. Our lower anchors for the car seats integrated there. And then on the back of the seats, you do have the top tethers for the car seats. Now here at John Roberts Toyota, pretty good discounts on this truck. $67,424 is a sticker, and after $95,599 discounted, only $57,865 plus tax, which I think is a crazy deal on a truck like this. But our power front passenger seat includes 2-way power lumbar support. And then a lockable glove compartment here with the owner's manuals. And then a quick look at the window sticker here. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look at anything. But this one, what's crazy is this has a ton of options. We get the 12 speaker JBL sound system, the premium package. So I mean, for this to be under 60 grand is crazy. But back around to the front, quick look in the engine bay. There's that 3.4 liter twin turbocharged V6. Before we hop in, check out these blinkers. And I'm sorry if the wind noise is coming through. So that's LED. It's kind of hard to see how it's set up there. And then the side marker and up front. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. I'm gonna turn these cooled seats down, especially the passenger seat. We don't need that. There's the horn. Now over here to the radio, 14-inch display here, looks fantastic, and it's not flashing like that. That's just how my camera's picking the light up. But we do get AM, FM, XM, Amazon Music, Apple Music with that subscription. And then we also have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. You have the Experience Drive Connect, so you can hook up to the cloud navigation, intelligent assistant with the subscription. And then your trip info right there. Settings, you pair your devices, Wi-Fi, and then language and units are in your general settings if you want to change that. And you can adjust your bass, treble, so on and so forth. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You get the bird's eye view. Front camera here, curbside. Now this is interesting, having an aux input for a camera. So whether you want to put one below your vehicle in a weird spot, or even put one in here and wire it so you can see the back seat at all times, that's pretty neat. And then my favorite, the view of the bed. Love having that. Down here you get dual zone automatic climate controls, 3-stage heated cool front seats. Love that everything has a button, so we can adjust that here, sync, unsync, adjust fan speed, auto mode, cut the whole system off here. Then you get a USB-A port, volume knob here, click that to turn the audio off. And then we have the trailer backup guide here, 360 view, traction control down here, hazards, and then that up and down tailgate we can control from up here. We have our electronic parking brake, pull up to engage to the brake, press down to disengage, automatic brake holds there. And then for the shifter, we have the 10 speed, so push the button, reverse, neutral, drive, come over here, go through all 10 of those gears, and you can see what gear you're in that bottom right-hand corner of the gauge cluster. 4-wheel drive controls are here. Your drive modes, you get normal, sport, eco, and then you have your tow haul. And you can toggle that with this button here. Bottle holders, and then we have the center console cubby space, a USB-A and USB-C charge port, room for change, and just a lot that you can do with this here. Now your rear camera mirrors here, universal home remote, sunglasses holder, and then you can power the power sliding rear window there, the sunshade, the sunroof, and there are your lights there. But let's see what this does with a slide. So that's one touch. Hit it a second time, goes all the way behind the skylight in the second row. While that's closing, there's a quick look at the power sliding rear window. Close that shade back. Vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel itself. Left side stock. Flash for high beams, then we have the low beams there. Turn all the lights off. Then your fog lights can go on or off there. And then we have our intermittent wipers on the right side. One time off, intermittent low, high. We can adjust that intermittent frequency here. Pull up for the fluid. And then right side of the steering wheel, go through your audio sources here. Track list, radio station, presets. And then we have the driving support system, so you can turn the radar cruise on or off, turn the lane keeping system on or off, and then you have the gap adjust for that there. Set your speed, cancel. Now left side is volume controls, voice recognition, Bluetooth, and then this back button and these 4 arrows go through the gauge cluster. And I'm going to show you that we can actually get lane centering on this. Just have to turn that on, touch of a button, but you can go through all of your safety settings here. You have your trailer, your tire pressure monitors, all of that can be gone through there. Just different menus for whatever you're wanting to do. Trailer brake controller, push button start. Finally, here is the key fob. But next, we're gonna go ahead and take this 2025 Toyota Tundra Limited out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Tundra Limited, the iForce twin turbo V6, I like how it gets up. Like in pretty much all of the Toyotas now, just throwing the electric motor and the battery on for performance, I just like that a little better. I love having the torque from the electric motor and just being able to get better efficiency with that as well. But this twin turbo V6 from a performance aspect puts in work. It just feels a bit more aggressive to me than Ford's, but you know, Ford does a great job with theirs as well. The reliability on theirs is a bit more tried and true, I suppose, because I've heard just all sorts of stories about the twin turbo here, but I've also actually seen firsthand the twin turbo Ford engines. So when you put in more parts, there's more that can go wrong. That's just how it is. Poor guy's been walking his bike for a minute. But the truck performs well. From a towing perspective, all of that, I'm assuming the same thing. I haven't towed anything with this myself, but I'm assuming it's gonna tow like my 5.7 V8 did. I used to have a 2007 Tundra, and I love to hear the roar of that V8, but from a performance perspective, again, this feels quicker, feels faster. I just like how it drives with a twin turbo. And as you can hear, the ride quality, even on this industrial road, rides well. Road noise is not bad at all, even with these 20s. And it's just not being easily manipulated by the imperfections in this street. But I like the visibility here. Windshield kind of slants down, but easy to see out of. The hood is large to fit this twin turbo V6, but not necessarily overly intrusive on my line of sight here. The dash is not too much. This radio, I feel like it could have been a little lower, but not impeding on my vision at all as well. It just takes up a little bit of the hood there. The options on here I really like, having the 12 speaker JBL system, the dual zone climate controls, like that we get heated cooled seats on a Limited. But just cruising here, I mean, I'm at what, 1700 RPMs? And just with how this is tuned and how it's set up, that's what the 10-speed does. So that helps with fuel efficiency, because you're not putting as much strain on the engine. Now comparing this to an F-150 or a Silverado, I feel I feel like those drive at least as good, but just with what Toyota's done since the redesign, getting these thick padded steering wheels, it just makes this feel more plush than the competition. Even like an F-150 Platinum, I feel like the steering wheels doesn't feel as nice as this one, but that's just my opinion. And then Chevys are thinner, but makes it easier to drive depending on who you are. Now I'm gonna put it into sport mode and we're gonna see what this thing can do getting on the interstate. Here we go. So it gets up to speed pretty nicely. But I love the rear camera mirror as well. I can kind of see the traffic coming. I wouldn't necessarily not check my blind spot, but it is nice. I can kind of see who's coming. But I want to give a huge thanks once again to John Roberts, Toyota here in Manchester, Tennessee, for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But with a full safety suite on now, lane centering and radar cruise here, pretty good. You get nice animations letting you know when everything is on. But I just think it's a very capable truck, and especially from a money perspective, to be under 60 grand for something this loaded out, a full-size pickup, it's a fantastic deal. I mean, it's a Tundra too, so you get those looks. I mean, the Tundra's just a good-looking truck, period. And honestly, like John Roberts Toyota, they offer a lifetime powertrain warranty if you're worried about your V6, but that's pretty much covered under warranty anyway, and I don't know if they've recalled those or not, but if they're anything like GM 6.2 V8 and they really have problems that bad, they'll be taken care of. So I wouldn't shy away from this truck just because of the engine, because everything else on the truck is phenomenal. I think it's at least tied for first place. Performance, drivability, what you get for the money, and then things like the infotainment system, the safety system, all this stuff is top tier. Just a tad bit of wind noise coming through here, but very good. Road noise not noticeable at all. And it's smooth. But again, with the discounts especially, I think solid truck for the money. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Toyota Tundra in the limited trim level.